Hey everyone, it's Kai from Cool Collectibles back again for another review. This time it's something a little bit different. It does come from source material that is familiar to the channel in Street Fighter, as you can see, but the form factor is quite different and probably unique in terms of what's out there in the market. If you haven't heard of this new series called Figgyz, I think coming up in the next few months you might see it come up on your feed quite a bit. They're made by the folks over from First for Figgyz, and they did post a video as to why they started this series. And I'll go through some of that as I go through the various parts of this particular wave here. So I'll get these guys out of the way. I'll give you guys a closer look in a bit, but I'll go through the packaging and what you get with each set. Hold on. Alright, so as I was saying, this Figgyz series is made by the folks over at First for Figgyz, and if you're familiar with them in any way, you'll know that they are probably more well known for their larger statues that come at a significantly higher price point, probably in the range of say $500 to $1,000. That are, you know, I guess in terms of scale, probably 1/6 to 1/4. I'm not quite sure if they've gone to 1/3 scale, but that scale and that sort of price range is what they're famous at, and they did post a video over on their YouTube channel that you can look up around the background as to why they created these for, you know, space, price, etc., and just general availability to the collectors. And the way that they've packaged these, marketed them, tried to develop the application and the website for their collector community, I think shows how dedicated they are to the collecting mindset. And I guess in terms of packaging, they did a pretty fantastic job for these sets. Each of these retails in Australia for about $20 Australian, which is pretty good in terms of price point, and I guess being able to afford them in progressive waves and so on. What I'm concerned about in terms of their packaging is how that price point can be maintained with this level of quality packaging. So it comes through in this broader package that then houses the package itself with this nice collector-friendly protective cover. And I say concerned in terms of pricing and so on for this packaging because I've seen already the likes of Super 7 cut back on their quality and level of packaging just to maintain the price point. So hopefully that doesn't affect Figgyz at all because of the way they've been able to package this, have this collector-friendly protector for those that love to keep them in box, and then package everything nicely like so is definitely what collectors love to see. And the packaging itself, each of them comes numbered, and you'll see that they indicate which edition. I think they're obviously going to come out in various editions. So I obviously got the first wave of the 4 Street Fighter figures with Ryu, Chun-Li, Ken and Guile, which is pretty much always the first 4 that comes out in any Street Fighter series. Packaging wise, it has all the details on there. And as I was saying, you know, their collector mindset in terms of all of the collector community and social media aspects. They've got the app that's coming up soon. You can download it, but it's not functional fully just yet. I think it's going to be coming out in a fully functional way probably in the next few weeks, so stay tuned for that. And then they have a collector community where it's called a Figgyz World, I think it is. I don't see a link to it anywhere here. But I think once you try to get access to the app, or you just go on to you know, your web browser and find Figgyz World, you can sign up there, and they've got they're pretty much their whole collector community there, where you have your account, your own profile. It's almost like it really is their own Figgyz World, with various groups that you can connect with other collectors and maintain and manage your collection. Inside each of these, it comes with this pretty nifty white envelope that has, I think this is what they're using to have their chase cards, and I'm being chase cards by, I guess, variants of what you get as the background here. I think they've call them gold, silver and bronze chase cards, which a nice little thing for collectors to watch out for. So there's that. And then I guess in these you get also a scratch card, which I haven't used yet because you'll need the app for that, I think, to get you some code to potentially earn points and redeem awards and so on. So again, that's a nice little touch for the collector community and keeping you engaged in the Figgyz world, I guess. Because I haven't gone through what they are just yet, I'll show these 3M magnetic backings in a second, but that's pretty much what you get in terms of packaging and the rest of the set. But now I will give you guys a closer look at the sets themselves. Hold on. Alright, so each Figgyz set is pretty much made up of these 3 key components. You get the black plastic display stand there with the Figgyz logo, and you can see the notch there where you place the backing card. The backing card is a beautiful printed metal plate, essentially, which for these Street Fighter ones you get the classic black background with the Street Fighter logo, or the classic Street Fighter 2 background, stage background from the game. So this is of course Ryu's stage background, and then you get the Figgyz itself. I love the cartoon pixelated style there, which is really nicely done. And then of course you get the backing there where you can see the magnets that are attached to it. It's got a QR code on the back there that you can then scan to register or redeem on the app, and the card there just sticks like that, which is really nicely done. It's very strong, so there's no risk of that falling off, and then you pretty much just place it in the notch there, and the notch has a bit of tightness on the bottom there, so it's not going to fall off or anything, and then you can just display it on your desk or wherever you might need. So in terms of size, it's only about 10 centimeters tall, maybe about 7 or so centimeters wide. So I guess in terms of their, the First for Figures group, looking for a collectible that is still, speaks to everyone's nostalgia, but is more space saving and definitely price saving as well. I mean, this definitely speaks to me in terms of my Street Fighter nostalgia, and I would love to have, I guess, the full Street Fighter 2 game on my desk with this sort of magnetic backing. I was saying before that it also comes with each of these 3M sticker cards, so it's got adhesive on the back there, and you can stick it on a wall, your fridge, or wherever you might, and then you can essentially take the backing card, magnetize that onto the wall, and then stick that wherever you might want to stick it. So it gives you that flexibility as well, so you don't have to have it on your display stand or your desk or wherever. You can put it pretty much wherever you want. So I love that. I love the Chun-Li here, so you get her style, so I love that. It's like a soft, this piece itself is like a soft plastic type material with the magnets on the back, and then you of course get her classic Chinese town background there. Then with Ken, you get his classic boat deck background there with his. I love how it gives you that sort of 3D style, so it's not just a flat sort of magnet that doesn't give you any sort of shadowing or anything like that. Once you have it on there, I love that sort of protruding look. It gives it a bit of dimension, perspective, so I really dig that. And then of course you get Guile with his classic Air Force and jet background there with his figure. Not so sure about the frown there, but all good. Love the tattoo and everything there, so I think they've done a fantastic job across the board with these, and you can sort of just place them however you feel you need on your desk, spread them around the house, and I think hopefully they come up with more waves soon. They haven't officially announced anything, but I think in terms of the next round of wave of 4 Street Fighter characters. I guess typically the next 4 would be, I don't know, Dalsim, Zangief, Honda, and Blanka. So hopefully they announce those soon. For those wanting to get these, I actually ordered directly from the Figgyz website, but I just realized, by chance, that the local retailer here, Pop Culture, that I order from quite a lot, actually stocks these as well. So they retail for $20, as I was saying, but if you buy it if you're locally in Australia and you buy it from them, it'll probably save you a little bit in shipping, because I ordered these directly from the Figgyz website. They ship them directly from their Chinese warehouse, and so I did have to pay a bit of shipping, so just be aware of that if you're in Australia. I'm not sure if you're in the US and so on, if I'm sure the shipping costs will be quite different, so just double check where you are locally. But that's pretty much it for this first look at the new Figgyz series of Street Fighter waves. They've also got other waves in other gaming source material, Sonic. I can't remember some of the other source material, but if you go to their website, there's probably at least another 4 or 5 different waves currently out at the moment. So hopefully they start off well with this series, and find a niche in the market and can continue what I think is a pretty quality collectible in this sort of price point. So we'll see how they go, but hopefully you like that look at these figures and can give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. I've got a few more things coming up over the next few months, so hopefully you can stick around for all of that. And until then, thanks again, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Cheers. Bye.